Hello, hello, namaste, you guys. This is me again, Diarra, and this is going to be a quick message what positive blessings are about to come. This is a timeless reading as usual. This is about love, job, personal growth, your spiritual path, your love purpose, your life purpose, whatever you want this to be. This is about exactly the topic that is important to you at the moment you will find this reading. My readings are all timeless, please remember, and please like, share, and subscribe if you can resonate with the reading. Please bear with me because I will not maybe be able to think about every single different scenario. Keep in mind that a lot of people are watching these pick-a-card readings, so reading is supposed to be something very personal, something very intimate, right? I will point out different scenarios that are possible, but I will not be able to think about every single thing, right? So please bear with me, use your imagination, but stay objective, okay? Stay realistic. So having said this, I would like to start right away. As I said, this is going to be not such a long reading, just a quick positive message, because I think there are some days when we really need to hear something positive, right? The truth can be very hard sometimes, can be a very tough pill to swallow. And yeah, sometimes, if you are like me, sometimes you simply want to hear something good, right? You don't want to face all the problems every time. Sometimes you just need a positive advice and some guidance that is really helping you and lifting you up as well, right? And this is what this reading is all about. Please choose amongst those three piles. This is going to be pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. Maybe those stones are helping you, maybe not. Maybe you are more into the numbers, I don't know. Go with your intuition. Don't overthink your choice. Go with the very first pile that applies to you, okay? If you need a little longer, please press the pause button, and once you've made the choice, then you can fast forward to your pile, okay? Let's get started. So if you have chosen pile number 1, you guys, what is coming, what blessings can you expect to come in the next future? This is your positive message for now. So what I do see for you guys, pile number 1, is that you will free yourself from any kind of illusions, addictions, negative patterns and behaviors, right? Problems, also problems from a past life. You will get rid of it, right? Your oracle card is the card to clean up. And I think this is what's happening these days. You are in a period of your life where you will finally get rid of everything that's no longer helping you, that's no longer nourishing you, that's no longer good for you. These can include people as well. This can include situations, maybe your job, maybe the apartment or the city that you live in, right? This can be about everything. As I said, this can be related to love as well. If this is your topic these days, I don't know, you know. But definitely what is happening here is you will finally get rid of illusions and attachments that are sick and no longer helpful. We have the problems from a past life card, and this is what I said. You will find clarity and clearance. You will find insights and healing. Healing is about to take place. Do you see this massive guardian angel here trying to help you, trying to guide you? Maybe you will find some important information during nighttime while you are sleeping. So you may want to start a dream journal if you feel drawn to. Maybe this is definitely not what you like to do, then don't do it, of course, right? But for some people that can be helpful when they get up in the morning, that they remember their dreams right away and then they write them down. And because can be that you will have those kind of dreams that are giving you information about how you can heal. this is a period with the Joker and with the You Deserve to Be Loved card here. What I'm picking up is definitely that you will free yourself, you know, like with the Joker. This is a card which is quite self-explanatory, I think, at least. Yeah, you will feel like this Joker here, lighthearted, carefree. You will be spontaneous, much more adventurous. Maybe you start to travel even, right? Maybe you have already planned a vacation, a holiday. This could be the case for some of you. You will be in touch with your intuition and with nature. I see that it could be good for you if you go out for walks every day. You know, like not necessarily a solid hiking journey, you know, like 4 hours or stuff like that, but just a regular walk could be very helpful. This is very grounding, and this is what you need right now. Maybe you come from a place where everything seem to be very confused and complex and complicated. Do you know what I mean? When the energy is very thick and heavy, and no matter how much you try, nothing is moving forward. Do you know what I mean? Those times are over. Pile number one, I can tell you, you finally made it through the storm. If you have been through tower moments in the past, I can tell you and I can assure you, and I mean, you see the cards all for yourself, that those times are about to be over for you. You deserve to be loved, and you finally understood this. You understood that you may have been attached to people for the wrong reasons, or simply people who were not good to you, people who were not able to love you the way you are and to treat you in the right way. But those times you are over with. I can assure you that you understood that you deserve to be loved. You are a worthy person, and yeah, this is your positive message, that everything will be much more tidier in your life, right? Much more in order and on the right spot. I'm hearing everything that's meant to be for you will finally be. And I feel that some of you have been waiting for this moment to come already for ages, right? It felt like maybe an eternity. It felt maybe like you already waited for your whole life for this moment to come, right? And now finally it's there. This is what you can expect in the future to happen. Again, here with the Ace of Cross, this is also speaking about closure, coming to an end. You know, like something old is leaving, so something new can come. This is also sometimes speaking about a spiritual awakening. But I think the most important two cards for you is definitely the Joker together with the You Deserve to Be Loved message here. This is what I like a lot, and I really feel drawn to this picture here of the Joker. So lighthearted, so full of positive energy, a lot of yellow. I like this color a lot. Always when we have the color yellow in a tarot card, this speaks about something good is about to happen, for sure. This is the sun energy, right? The sun is again beginning to shine in your life, right? No matter how rainy and cloudy everything was, the sun is about to shine again. And this is a beautiful message. So no matter where you have been at in the past, no matter what you have been going through, maybe therapy, maybe abuse and whatnot, you know, finally the sun is about to set in your life again. And this is yeah, something I think beautiful, something that you can really look forward to. The storms are over, my dear. The storms are over. You have gained a lot of self-respect, a lot of self-love. You've gained a lot of resilience as well. You empowered yourself. You are much more lighthearted and adventurous, as I said before, much more spontaneous. You feel very good being with yourself, which is not so normal these days, because a lot of people, they depend on what other people think of them. This is why the social world is so successful. I mean, Instagram and Facebook, they do live only about from this topic, right? That people want to be in contact with other people. But for you, I do see something else. I do see you freeing yourself from this need of being seen and being recognized by others. I think that you have, or you will find, freedom inside yourself, no matter what other people do, speak about you, think about you. No matter if other people are appreciating what you appreciate what you do. And this is way much more important, right? Isn't it? I mean, it is how it is, right? You don't need Instagram anymore. You don't need clicks and likes anymore, because you are attached with yourself now. You are in tune with yourself now. And I know this is supposed to be a quick message, but I really feel that I have to give you this information. And this is what I'm picking up for you, pile number 1. Okay, so that was this. Now let's move on to pile number 2, people. What's your positive message for the future? What's about to happen in your life within the next few days and weeks? So, first of all, I show you the cards. Finances and career, fairies, the tribe, ace of swords, and 9 of diamonds. I pick up 2 messages. But basically I think it's only one. It depends on how you want to see it. Number 1 is, I feel that there is a chance for you to be very successful when it comes to your job and finances. I'm not saying that you will win the lottery or stuff like that. I think this is because you've worked for it. You've made the effort when it comes to your job and your projects, and maybe also your finances. This could be maybe real estate, right? Maybe you are about to buy a house or an apartment, right? Maybe you've looked for that house or this apartment for a long time, which is normal these days, right? Everything is so expensive. It's not easy to find the right spot, but maybe this happened for you, or maybe this is about to happen. The spirits are guiding you. The fairies, the angels, you know, like your guides, your teachers in the higher world, in the spiritual world, they are definitely with you. If you feel like you would increase this contact and this bond that you do have with your soul family and with your tribe, maybe meditation is helping, and going out into the nature. This is what I'm picking up. I'm hearing if you would do regular walks in a forest, maybe at a beach, depending on where you live, that could be very, very helpful. Also in terms of getting the right inspiration and ideas for your projects. Maybe you need that one bam idea to become successful, right? And this is about to happen. I think that for some of you, especially those who are working in the artistic world, whether you are actors or singers, songwriters, maybe you are dancers or stuff like that. Maybe you could be a yoga teacher as well. This is also something very creative and artistic, just by the way. You have to see it from a higher perspective, right? Everything can be artistic at the end of the day, I assume. But especially for those who feel that I am talking about you, it could be a good idea if you retreat a little bit, if you go out into nature, because this is exactly the moment when, bam, you will have the right idea to become successful and recognized and appreciated in the outer world, right? I do feel that you will find your tribe and your soul family. I used that word before, soul family, tribe. This is not necessarily your soulmate when it comes to love. It can be, of course, but not only the soulmate when it comes to love is important. It is also, you know, like finding the right people, people who are supporting you, people who are wanting exactly what you have to offer. Do you know what I mean? You know, like your audience. your trainees, your students, people that are buying what you are creating, what you are manifesting, right? Again, this has to do with money somehow. This has to do with money. The Nine of Diamonds is about healing, and this is also a time card. This card speaks about something is happening quite soon. So this is quick movement. I think you will have this BAM idea really within the next few days. I really feel that something is about to happen quickly. You don't have to wait for it for a long time, and you will recognize this right people and this right ideas and inspiration very immediately when they come. You will recognize them. The Ace of Swords is speaking of recognition and making a precise and sharp decision. Which is something good, right? Which is something good. You will be very sharp and on point, right? You will be on point. You will not need 100,000 words to explain yourself, especially not once you are with your tribe, because they know what you want to say, right? Do you know what I mean? To some people, we always have to explain ourselves. We have to apologize. We have to... how do you say, we have to discuss and we have to argue what we want, and we have to explain, because they don't get it themselves, right? They don't understand us, literally. They don't understand what we want and why we do what we do, and why we are an artist maybe, and why we are so much into spirituality and whatnot. They don't understand, because they are totally different. But once you find your tribe, there is no need for explanations anymore, and there is no need for apologize anymore, because there's nothing to apologize for, and there's nothing to explain, because they got it in the first place. They understand us. They understand exactly how we are, what we are, and they do appreciate who we are. Right? They want us to be exactly the way we are, because they may have waited for somebody like you for a long time. You know, like the same as you waited for them, they waited for you. Isn't that beautiful? And this is what I do feel for you, pile number 2 people. I do feel that you will find exactly the right persons at exactly the right time and place. This is what I feel. This is your positive message. And again, this is going to happen quite soon. This is also speaking of abundance, right? If this would be a tarot card, this would be the 9 of Coins. The 9 of Coins is the independent woman, the woman that gained a lot of self-awareness, and the woman that stands up on her 2 own feet, someone who's independent and strong by herself, right? Especially if you are a woman, this could be of importance for you. Being independent, standing on your own 2 feet. Be strong, be powerful. You matter. What you want matters. What you do is important for the world, right? Especially if you are a healer, by the way, because the world desperately needs healers and teachers and people who are helping the world and others to become the best version of themselves, right? This is your message, pile number 2. Let's move on to pile number 3 people. If you have chosen pile number 3, this is your message, pile number 3. Your positive message for the next days and weeks. Timeless reading. Whenever you find this reading, it has a message for you. And this is all good, right? This is a positive message for you. Pile number 3. Let me show you the cards first of all. This is the trainings and workshops. Stay optimistic when it comes to your love life. 10 of Hearts, Here and Now, and the Hierophant. I feel you are a teacher and a healer. I feel that definitely you are an empath. You are a people person, right? You like to be with people, you like to communicate, and you will find the right stage to do so. Are you hearing that? Pile number 3, let me repeat that. This is a very important message. You will finally find the right place and stage where you can shine your light, where you can deliver your teachings and all your wisdom and knowledge that you've worked for a lot. You may have paid a lot of money for your educations, for trainings, workshops, you know, becoming a yoga teacher, becoming a life coach, becoming a healer in whatsoever way, a mentor, a guru, you know what I mean? Someone who has a message, right? Someone who has something to say. This is what you are. This is who you are. And you always invested a lot of energy into this part of your life. And I feel like you are finally there. Yeah, this is what I feel. I feel you will find the right people that you can guide. So the same as you have found guidance in others and teachings and learnings, now you are the one to deliver them to others. This could also be the only pile where I do pick up a little bit a love message. If you are waiting already for a long time for Mr. Right to show up, this is something that could definitely happen in the future. And again, this is a timeless reading. This is a positive message for now. And when I say now, I am definitely not speaking about the next 5 or 10 years, right? Especially not with this card, in the here and now, right? I mean, this card says it. And together with the 10 of Hearts and the stay optimistic when it comes to your love life card, I feel like it could be that you finally made it over to the other side. You are finally done with, like picking the wrong people. I don't know whether you've heard this expression when someone is saying something's wrong with my picker, you know, like you are constantly picking the wrong people when it comes to love. People that are not ready, people that are not treating you in the right way, people who are simply not returning the same amount of love towards you. Right? Maybe it was always you being in need, you being waiting for someone, you being the one who wanted it way more than the other one, right? Yes, they may have liked you as well, but it was never like, you know, like they felt it in the same way that you felt it. And those times are over. Your picker is not wrong anymore. Your picker is finally right. And why is that so? Because you finally arrived where you're supposed to be in the first place. But you had to go through all those bad experiences, especially when it comes to love. If this is not about love for you, you can maybe, you know, like see it the same way when it comes to your topic. Maybe health, money, job, you know, like family, stuff like that. But somehow I feel that this has to do with love for the most of you. And with the Hierophant, this has to do with belief systems. Maybe you finally understood what your lesson was. Okay, maybe you finally can understand why you had to go through all those bad and painful experiences, especially when it comes to emotions, especially when it comes to finding the right one, especially when it comes to your soulmate and twin flame story, right? You finally now know why you had to go through everything. Finally you can understand, finally you can see the truth, and you are finally there. You are in charge now. There are no more doubts, and there are also no more questions. You already found all your answers, and if this not happened yet, you will find all your answers. And that can happen anyways. I mean, this can be a beautiful movie. This can be a very important book. This can be, again, the right teacher, the right teachings, right? This can be dreams. This can be the right one. Maybe you will finally meet the right one, and then there are no more questions, because you will feel it in the instant moment that this person is standing in front of you. You will feel that, yes, this is finally the one. And then you don't need any card readings anymore neither. Yes, and I really mean it. Let me repeat that. Once you find your answers, once you find the right one, you don't need a card reader to confirm. You don't need that card reader anymore. No, you don't, because you know by yourself. And why is that so? Because this person is showing it to you. There are no more clouds, and there are no more confusions and accusations and, you know, like all the sick and thick energies that we do have so often when it comes to love, and when the picker was wrong. You know what I mean? But your picker is not wrong anymore. So this card here, the 10 of hearts, is speaking about marriage, is speaking about abundance, fertility, right? Honeymoon, engagement, commitment, all the good stuff that we want to hear. And when you hear those things, there are no more questions. There are only good feelings. And this is what you were hoping for a long time. I can definitely feel that for you, pile number 3. This is such a beautiful message. I think I will leave it here, because there is no more else to say. It's easy as that. And sometimes it's like that, right? Sometimes you can just see the cards and you finally get it. You understand them. You don't need 20 minutes of explanation. You don't need that, because you can understand the message all by yourself. And why is that so? Again, because you are a healer, you are a teacher. You've paid a lot of money, you invested a lot of energy into your, let's call it, soul work, right? So, and now you're there. Now you finally made it, you're done. You are not a teacher, you are not a student anymore, you are a teacher now. So this is your message. I hope you liked it. Please, again, share, like, subscribe. If you ever want a personal reading, you know how you can contact me. All the info is down in the description box. Namaste.